Hey Achievers, this is Maya, founder of Healthy High Achievers. Join our global community and create healthier routines to avoid burnout and feel more calm and healthy. Let's get to it. Hey Achievers, welcome to Maya's Journaling Corner. Now, this episode is going to be a little bit different and way more interactive. We're going to have a guided journaling session together. Now, I'll be posting this one on YouTube and on the Healthy High Achievers podcast, and I will pull some oracle cards after we journal together to set our intentions. So, if you would like to see the cards, I invite you to hop over to YouTube and watch me there instead of just listening. If you're listening to the podcast, just relax, turn up that audio, turn off all distractions. And now, most of you will know me already. But if you're new here, my name is Maya Lomberts. I'm from Belgium, living in Peru, and I help creative entrepreneurs find structure in their business and balance in their life. Now, what you may not know is that I'm also a certified astrologer. This is why I was geeking out about astrology during the pandemic, and I love incorporating it into my journaling and pulling oracle cards. I also love singing. I love colorful teacups like the one I have with me today. There it is, some gradient orange pink. And I love salsa dancing. Now, I've been journaling since I was 12. In the past few years, I've been guiding journaling sessions using journal prompts and often group discussion. And I still go live every month on an app called Insight Timer. If you don't know it, it's a great meditation app. It's free. And if you'd like to join my next monthly journaling session, you can click on the link in the description below. It is free. I do it every beginning of the month somewhere, and it's great to set your intentions for the beginning of the month. Now, on Instagram, you all voted for having a guided journaling session on the podcast. Hence, here I am, right? This is why I'm doing this a little bit of a different episode today. Now, today we are going to reflect and journal together to set our intentions for the rest of this week or even the rest of this month. Right now, for me, it's about 4 p.m. So it is time to. I'm having a shorter working day today, and I can just finish this off with some journaling, imagining you guys are sitting here in front of me. Because normally I have people interacting and commenting, and it's a whole discussion, and I journal with you. But this time, I'm just going to imagine I'm there with you, even though you're watching it or listening to this episode at a later time. We are connected in this moment, okay? So, this session is going to be ideal if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you've got lots going on, and you just want to check in with yourself. Set your priorities and intentions and feel more calm and balanced. Now, before we start journaling, let's get grounded with a short meditation. Now, I invite you to get comfy, cozy, whatever that looks like for you. Grab a blanket. I have one here, a cup of tea. Just press pause and go for it. Come back when you're ready. If you need some incense, clear your space. If you just want to put on some sweatpants and get real comfy, I'm going to do the same. And also grab your journal and a pen so that we can start journaling right after this meditation. All right, so you can hit pause, hit play, and when everyone's ready, I invite you to close your eyes. Put one hand over your heart and join me in one big sigh. It's funny, I already sighed, and my dog just did the same thing. We need it, people. We need that big sigh. So let's breathe in. Another one, big one in. Another one, let it all go in. Lovely. Now I want you to start by thanking yourself. Smiling softly, feeling the warmth of the self-love that you are giving yourself at this moment. Because every time that you decide to find your peace, check in with your body, your soul, your heart, and set intentions for your life, you are making sure that you are walking your own path. Really feel that. Thank yourself with a soft smile and a warm heart. Mm. Now take a moment to feel into your body from head to toe. How is your body feeling right now? Where are you feeling any tensions? Can you start breathing a little bit deeper? Focus your attention on your heart and think about something that brings you joy. What makes you smile? Bring that something or someone forward in your mind. Feel the love you have towards it. And let that light in your heart shine bright. Really feel it. A smile might be appearing on your lips. Enjoy that feeling of joy. I invite you to repeat these affirmations after me. I am here because I love myself. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I flow with the ups and downs in my life. Now let's do that again with more conviction, okay? I am here because I love myself. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I flow with the ups and downs in my life. Now, one last big sigh in. Oh, lovely. Now, we've primed our mind and our soul to journal from a place of groundedness and connectedness so that you can look at your life, at the bigger picture, and no matter what you have going on in your life right now, you can open up that perspective, see things in that bigger light of your life as a whole. Now, I invite you to open your eyes, if you haven't already, and grab your journal. Now, today I'll be sharing at least 5 journal prompts. Normally, I do 3 in a session, but that's when there's group discussion and there's reactions. So we have more time now. I'll be sharing 5 for you to pause and play when you need more time to journal, and 1 oracle card pull. I'll write the prompts in the description below so that you can have them at hand. And whenever you feel like you need more time to journal, you can either press pause and take your time, or you can keep journaling another time at your own pace, maybe tonight before going to sleep. Number 1, which tiny but impactful action steps of the past weeks can I celebrate? Now, let's start with celebrating. Instead of setting goals and focusing on what we haven't accomplished, let's focus on what we have. And sometimes when we celebrate our wins, we only focus on the big accomplishments. What we're looking for in this prompt are the tiny but impactful action steps. I want you to create the habit to celebrate the small steps, celebrate the progress, big and small, not the outcome or the accomplishments. When we get too focused on the outcome, we might get frustrated and feel like our efforts are not paying off. While often it's not that linear, it's not that black and white. You might contact someone today hoping to set up a collaboration, nothing happens, and in 2 years, this action might finally give you a result. So celebrate the small action steps because they do add up. This is what you can control, and this is what brings long-term results, even when you can't see them right away. So, which tiny but impactful action steps of the past few weeks can I celebrate? Now, I'll give you some time. You can either pause this episode or you can journal with me live. I am here with you. I'm going to be journaling with you as if you're sitting in front of me and as if this were a live session. All right? That's exciting. It's better than anything edited or a fancy YouTube video. I'm here, real with you, journaling, guys. So I'll give you a moment, and sometimes when I'm thinking, and I'm like, oh, what is it that I did the past few weeks? Just write something. Just start your sentence, start writing, saying, what I want to celebrate is, or something like that, because then your brain starts thinking, going deeper, because your hand is already writing, and it really activates something. Okay, so I'll give you a moment. Think about it, big and small. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be super important. It can be something personal life that maybe you've been putting off, and now you finally did it. Maybe it's a person you recently met. It's someone, it might not even be a working collaboration, maybe just a new person in your life. And you don't know what's going to come from that. You don't know if it will be a long lasting friendship or why that person is in your life, right? There's always a reason, but you don't have to know. You can celebrate it anyway. All right, next journal prompt number 2. What challenges have I been facing? And how have I used my creative problem solving to get through these challenges? Now, I'm sure you've had something that has been shaking things up in your life, okay? The time I'm recording this, you can do this journaling session whenever you want, but I'm recording this in between two eclipses, okay, people? So I know there are things that are happening in your life, or they're making you change your normal daily rhythm to solve the problem, or you might have fallen off of, or feeling off better because something was asking for your complete focus and attention. What has been challenging you? I say challenge because I want you to take a moment and think about your wonderful problem solving skills. What mental mindset did you use? What did you think about this challenge? Maybe you panicked at first, but then what happened when you found your focus to make the best out of it? Or in which ways were you being kind to yourself, maybe? What aspects of your personality helped you get through this challenge or are helping you? If it's still going on, what's helping you? Write it all down because these are your superpowers in life. If you want to pause, if you want to take some time, if you don't know yet, if you need some time getting into the positive mindset, take your time. Take your time, pause this, go outside, look out the window. Like you can see me doing now, I'm just sipping my tea. I'm just looking out the window, thinking, what does that look like? My challenges and my creative problem solving. I guess for me, I'm getting better at accepting help. I used to want to do everything myself, right? I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And now, for example, we have been looking for a new apartment. And I remember looking for an apartment in Peru years ago. And it's a whole thing. You have to buy the newspaper, call all the ads, and visit the places and negotiate the pricing. And it's a thing of you have to say yes today because within the weekend someone else has it. And this time I have my husband, and he's really good. He loves hanging around on Facebook Marketplace, okay? So he's looking for anything that's there, secondhand or maybe something interesting or apartments. And so it overwhelms me. It's too much for me. All these ads, it gives me a headache. So I let him use his superpowers and I stayed in mine. I was the one buying the newspaper, looking up all the streets in Cusco and like calling them, and then we would visit together. So we were a team. So one, it's teamwork. And two, I was also manifesting every morning. I was just imagining us already living in a new apartment, feeling great, having enough space, being happy, having sun through the window. And every morning for over 3, 4 weeks, I was doing the same thing, imagining the same scenario. And that helped because we found an apartment on time. We had like a month time, which is very normal in Peru. But yeah, we did. So it's teamwork, manifestation, and it's getting easier for me to accept help. So step by step, people. Prompt number 3. In what way will I let my body, not my head, take the lead this week? In other words, how will you listen to your body? Instead of just going with the plans that your head made up and ignore what the body wants and needs, what does the body need? Ask yourself this question every day and go with it. Don't be stubborn, just listen to it. Make a promise to yourself that you'll be tuning into your body on a regular basis and tweaking your plans accordingly. It's a practice and it's not easy, so let's practice. In what way will you let your body take the lead? I know it's not an easy one because our default is thinking with our minds, right? Just think about it. How could your body take the lead just a little bit more? And I'd say go with the first thing that comes up. One thing I really want to do is to move after work or even as a break, like 3, 4 p.m. Either I stop working and move, or it's like a break and I continue a little bit more. You might want to do the same after work, right? 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Go outside, listen to your body, just Disengage with the mind if your work is very mental and let your body take the lead. What does it want to do? Does it want to stretch? Does it want to run? Does it want to walk? Does it want to hang? What does your body want and need? So, number 4, what's the most important thing that needs to change so I can feel a nice flow in my days? What's feeling uncomfortable or chaotic for you in the way you're spending your time and energy? If you were to pick just one thing to focus on and change, what would it be? It could be something in your morning routine, the way you spend your evenings, your sleep schedule, or how you go about your to-do list. It could be anything. Maybe there's many things. If you want, you can make a list of everything that comes up and then just highlight the one thing that would make the biggest impact for you to create more flow to your day. And just ask yourself, what is not flowing right now? What doesn't feel right in my day to day? And go from there. So then what can I change? What can I control? Not everything. We don't have everything in our control, and that's okay. What can you change to have a nice flow to your days? Today, I seem to be in a vibe of writing one thing down and sticking with that. But if you wrote something down that's a bit big or difficult to implement, ask yourself, okay, how can I do a tiny piece of this? How can I break this down into something smaller or easier? Or what would be the very first step to do this? And when can I do that? For me, I was thinking about my client work. And I was thinking, I should really in the morning see whatever comes in, whatever work there is for each client, and schedule accordingly, but then disconnect, let it go. Because sometimes in the afternoon, I go again, like checking all the messages and seeing what's coming in and blah blah. But then again, I'm not working on my own projects, or I'm not stopping early. I keep working late. So, for example, if I do customer service for a client, it's enough to check it once a day to really have that one half an hour or hour a day blocked out to just go in, see what's there, answer everything. Could be for your mailbox, for example, right? Go through your mailbox once a day and then close it. It can miss you until the next day, right? So at least if you do that every day, you are answering people within 24 hours, right? They're getting a quick reply, but you don't have to do it all in the morning and then check it all again in the afternoon. You can just do it in one batch. And I guess this is more batching. So I would like to do that for my client work too. See what is there for who, work on all of that, and then close it off. Just done until tomorrow, right? I'm running a volunteer organization in Cusco now, which you'll hear more about in the next coming months. But I really want to get that project off the ground and have people from Europe, the US, coming to Cusco and helping out local projects with kids and dogs, volunteering here, and I take care of the rest, their accommodation, their Spanish classes, all those things. So that's something that's like a passion project I'm passionate about. And it also deserves some carved out time every day, right? So that would give me a nicer flow to my days. Okay, the last journal prompt, and then we're pulling an oracle card. What feelings would I like to feel this week? Now, let's get out of our minds. I already challenged you to listen to your body, but now we focus all too much on the actions, the to do list, the priorities, and journaling can even become a very mental activity. But let's do it differently. And just ask yourself, what feelings would you like to feel? When your brain focuses on those feelings, it will automatically look for ways to feel that feeling. And it will be the forefront of your mind. It's like a destination that you enter in your mental GPS, and you'll find ways to create more of that feeling. So think about what makes you feel that feeling that you want to feel, whether it's calm or happy or excited or loved or grateful. And if you want, you just write down a feeling, circle it, and that's it. You're done. But if you do come up with a way to feel more of that feeling, write it down too. Whatever comes up is what is supposed to come up for you today. And if you come up with a word that's not really a feeling, ask yourself, what would this make me feel? What feeling would this give me? For example, I came up with accepting. I want to be more accepting in the coming month. Accepting of the changes, of moving apartments, of this new project in Peru, accepting of other people around me. It's kind of surrendering, right? Giving up control, really just accepting what is presenting itself and trusting that this is what is supposed to happen for me right now. But that's not really a feeling, right? I want to be accepting, but I want to feel. What would that make me feel? I guess peaceful. Peaceful, satisfied, calm. And I used to focus more on feelings like excited, right? Excited, happy, grateful. And now I'm more like, you know what? Satisfied is also a very important feeling. Feeling content is maybe even better. Content with life, whatever comes your way. All right, so I'm going to draw an oracle card for us today and spontaneously ask a question around the intention that we can set together for this journaling session. I'm thinking about which deck which one is calling for me. All right. Usually, when I'm shuffling, one card just jumps out. And as I was saying this to you, there was a card that was kind of coming my way, folding. I was like, maybe this one wants to be part of today. I could see why. Okay. I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm just going to shuffle, see if there's anything else that wants to come up around the intention that we want to set together. Okay, that's it. There's one other card that fell on the floor. It always falls on the floor, facing up, so it really wanted to be seen. There's two actually. Okay, so we have three. So the first one, I'm showing it to you on the camera if you're watching on YouTube. Delight. Delight. So this one already turned around before shuffling, so it really wanted to be part of today. And I love it because we were just talking about the feelings we want to feel, the contentment, satisfaction, and the other end was like excitement, right? That I talked about, but this is delight. It's like one step higher than contentment. During this meditation, we were also imagining something that brings us joy. We were feeling the warmth in our heart. So I couldn't think of a better card to pop up right now than delight. You see how peaceful this bird watching his friends fly. So what we see is a bird sitting in the grass, some flowers, blue sky. There are some birds in the air, and it's just a delightful spring day, it seems. Now, what else came up? The cards that just, okay, fell on the ground. One of them is transformation. Transformation, and we see this butterfly. One wing is blue, the other wing is green. There's a rose there too, some other butterflies and plants. Transformation. And it's fun that this card comes up right when we're in the middle of two eclipses at the time of this reading. So, what transformation is taking place? This makes me think of the prompt about the challenge and which superpower you are using to face the challenge. And then this goes a step further, right? What's the transformation that this challenge brings you? Again, encouraging us to not only look at your superpower, but also look at the positive outcome, positive result, what you're going to learn from it, what good will come from the challenges. And then we have a third one. It was hidden behind transformation, but this is a powerful one. We've had such summer, spring cards, transformation and delight. This is winter, people. This card is focus. Focus. So we see the snow, we see a mountaintop, just that focusing on your path, on your transformation, not losing focus on what's important, on what's the lesson here. When you lose focus, you are overthinking, right? You're overthinking, you're distracted, you're spending more time on social media, you're being negative, maybe. Maybe you feel like complaining, you want to go back to the past. That's everything that is not what this card is about, right? This is about focusing on your goals, on your intentions. And this is sort of what a journaling session like this one does. It helps you focus. It helps you set intentions and focus on the right feelings, the right intentions, goals, little changes, tweaks in your life. Beautiful. So we have delight, transformation, and focus. So I've just been talking about these cards. Whatever comes up for you is the message you need to hear. Okay. So however this applies to your life, I hope it brings a bell and it's like, oh, right, nice. But I do want to read the booklet for the first card that sort of popped up before I even shuffled. It's a sparrow, by the way. Sparrow in spring grass. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. Okay, people, this is creepy almost. In this podcast, Healthy High Achievers, this is the exact message that high achievers need to hear, right? So I'm really glad that this came up. Just play, spend time with others. And sometimes we think we can only reach our goals or get stuff done when we make plans, make commitments, get to work, get to it, right? But here it says when you just go outside, meet people, have fun, host a party, that is when your creativity will blossom and your life will blossom. So the answer does not come from planning, from the mental planning and breaking your goal down into tasks and then doing them. I just wrote a new blog post and have a podcast episode about the productivity paradox and how to thrive in the chaos. So if you haven't seen it or haven't read it, go for it. That's the exact message that we need to hear right now. Results and the outcome will come from your creativity. How do you spark your creativity? Go outside. Do anything, do everything and anything that has nothing to do with your work. Okay? Sometimes you need that. You just need to meet people, you just need to be in nature, and then the best ideas come, right? So, people, that's the main message for you today. I had such a lovely time journaling with you. I normally have people live with me, right? Writing their reflections in the comments and sometimes in a group discussion. This time was very different, but I imagined you sitting here with me, commenting on whatever I was saying, taking the time to reflect on each prompt, and slowly, hopefully, during this session, feeling more calm and balanced. Now, that's the words delight, transformation, focus. Well, cheers to that. Now, for me, guiding these journaling sessions always fills my heart and soul with pure joy. I am so honored to be your guide on this journey to be your true self. And if you want more of this, I have a free ebook with journal prompts to zoom out of your busy life. And I'll add the link in the description. And you can also hop over to my website, mayalombards.com, and click on the tab Self Care Corner. That's where you will find tons of free resources to journal, to meditate, and just give your brain a break. And I actually have a mini course on there as well that's literally called Give Your Brain a Break, with 5-minute audios every day, teaching you a different technique to just disconnect from a busy day in just 5 minutes. All right, people, I am deeply grateful for your presence today, and I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Hey, Achievers! I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did recording it. Please, please, please subscribe and review my podcast. It would mean the world to me. See you in the next episode.